What is a stipulated award settlement? My name is Bilal Kaseem, managing partner at Pacific Workers, and today I'm going to talk about what we call a stip in workers' comp. A stipulated award settlement is a type of settlement where the parties agree to a permanent disability rating, as well as whether or not the injured worker is entitled to future medical care. And typically, this is a settlement where everyone has to agree. You can't be forced into this. And so when you have hotly disputed cases where there's a huge disparity between the value of the case, you more often than not see people use the other type of settlement, which is called a compromise and release, where you don't necessarily need to agree to things like permanent disability ratings or which body parts are actually injured. When you agree to a stipulated award for a settlement, you're agreeing to a specific number, the value of the permanent disability associated to particular body parts and which body parts are actually covered by that agreement, as well as which body parts are covered by a future medical award, which would mean as long as the case is still open for that award, and as long as the doctors feel as though there's medical treatment that they can associate with the injury, an injured worker would be entitled to open medical care paid for by workers' comp indefinitely. Unlike a compromise and release, the payments in a stipulated award settlement are paid over time. Right now, the max permanent disability rate is $290 per week, and it would be paid $580 every other week until the amount of permanent disability is actually paid out. Sometimes there are accrued benefits in settled cases where the permanent disability should have been paid throughout the case, but it wasn't because of some legal or medical dispute. And then after the settlement, there's a huge amount owed that's considered retroactive to cover that period. That amount in a stipulated award settlement is actually paid lump sum. And then once that's caught up, then the payments are paid every other week at that $580 rate. Unlike a compromise and release settlement, in a stipulated award settlement, you can also open your case for new and further disability, meaning if at the time of settlement you had X percentage of permanent disability and now your condition has deteriorated and now you have Y permanent disability, or you have a new and different permanent disability. So for example, when you settled your case, your left knee hurt, and now because of your left knee and you've been walking for a few years, your right knee is messed up, you would be able to reopen your case to allege that there's new and further disability that needs to be accounted for. Of course, you're limited by the statute of limitations for that, and you have 5 years from your date of injury to actually reopen your case. So if you've settled your case and you have 4 years and 11 months on the clock since your date of injury, you better hurry up and reopen your case, because once that 5 years ticks off, you can't reopen your case no matter how worse your condition has been. Again, it's something that you would want to talk to an attorney if you have an attorney, or if you don't have an attorney, contact information and assistance. But there is a tight and very specific deadline. So if your condition has deteriorated, you want to make sure you're on top of it.